So Tulsi Gabbard is suing Hillary Clinton for Hillary Clinton's remarks that she is a Russian asset being groomed by the Kremlin, that Tulsi is. And there's a lot of angles to this story that I want to cover, so we'll get to them here. So let me first start by saying that, good, I'm glad that Hillary Clinton's being sued. She's a terrible person. She used corruption. She used the media propaganda machine to smear everyone that ran against her, whether it be Trump, whether it be Bernie, whoever. And it's about time that these type of things be dealt with. So I encourage Tulsi to go through with this lawsuit, and I hope she wins, because it is just McCarthyism and it's dangerous. I'm sick and tired of the media, the establishment, the intel agencies, all of these groups, people like Hillary Clinton, that she personifies this, of saying everyone who disagrees with us is a Russian. You must be a Russian. If you want to investigate the Biden's corruption, that's spreading Kremlin disinfo. If you want to question whether or not we should be bombing Assad, that's Kremlin disinfo. This is propaganda, and it's dangerous, and it allows us to have the establishment force us into these terrible wars. It allows to silence and censor people that have legitimate factual-based questions. And so thank you, Tulsi, for doing this. Now, the other angle of this is Tulsi is an incredible hypocrite that deserves to be called out immensely. Tulsi Gabbard had no problem, not a peep from her, in 3 years. The treatment that she got from Hillary Clinton, Hillary saying this one time, that's 1/1,000,000th of what Trump got, and Trump being accused of being a Russian asset. Have we found out that the FBI used opposition research against Tulsi to spy on her and her campaign? Nope, haven't found that out. Have we had nightly news stories every night for 3 years about how Trump's possibly a Russian asset? Nope, haven't had that. But we had all that with Trump, and Tulsi didn't say a word. Not only did Tulsi not say a word, but she actively cheered on this corruption when she went from saying, I don't think there's a reason for an impeachment inquiry, to all of a sudden, days later, saying, yes, we do need to have an inquiry and impeachment on Trump. This impeachment inquiry was based on the exact same type of innuendo and lies that Tulsi grouses about when it's directed towards her. Remember that quote people talk about all the time that someone said about the Nazis? First they came for the Jews and I wasn't Jewish, so I didn't speak up. Then they came for the disabled and I wasn't disabled, so I didn't speak up. And then when they came for me, there was no one left to speak up for me. That's what Tulsi, that's the lesson she's learning. How many times on this channel have I told left-leaning friends of mine, please stop endorsing this sort of corruption, the smearing, the lies, the intel agencies going after Trump, because it will eventually be used for someone you like on the left. Tulsi's big sin is she questions the foreign regime change wars, something that I support her in. But she's a hypocrite. She, in the sake of trying to win the nomination, had no problem cheering for an active investigation into Trump, even though she eventually voted present. If Tulsi wants to be non-hypocritical, she'll also cheer for an impeachment inquiry into herself based on her connections to Assad and Russia, and then vote present when it comes to the judgment phase. But she won't do that. She says, oh my God, anyone who accuses me, this is horrible, that's terrible, they're smearing my good name. But had no problem with it when it was Trump, when her allies and her party and her media that sticks up, that's just the mouthpiece for her party, did the exact same thing 100-fold to Trump. No problem with it. So sorry if I don't buy Tulsi's crocodile tears. I'm happy she's suing Hillary. I wish her well. I'll defend Tulsi and say she's not a Russian asset, and this is garbage. Just like I made that promise to everyone on here when I said, be careful, those of you on the left. You're cheering for this corruption. It will be used against your candidates in the future. But what did I say? When that happens, I will still defend that these attacks on your candidates are absurd. And this attack on Tulsi, being a Russian asset, is ridiculous. It's further proof that the establishment, the Hillary Clintons of the world, the establishment Democratic Party, and their propaganda media mouthpieces want conflict with Russia. Tulsi's sin is, how dare she not encourage active war and aggression against Russia? Therefore, she must be a Russian asset. That's exactly what's going on in the impeachment fiasco right now. Just watch yesterday. How many times did people say, Trump withheld aid to the Ukraine and they're fighting Russia and that proves that it jeopardized us? Still on the Russia crap. Nancy Pelosi just the other day when talking about impeachment said, who do we want to decide the 2020 election? Americans or Russians? It's still about the Russia crap, the impeachment. Tulsi had no problem supporting the investigation, the impeachment inquiry. So please, those of you on the right that are like kudos, or those, if you're not even on the right, if you're just like kudos to Tulsi, finally sticking up against the establishment. only when it benefits her. Trust me, if elected, she would capitulate to them if it went against her enemies in a heartbeat. That's been proven. Hey, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. You can check out the description to see how you can support me on Patreon. You can support me on PayPal. You can also follow me on BitChute and Twitter. Those links will be there. So look for me to be putting more videos out as this goes on. I'll be doing a live stream Friday at noon. Be sure to check that out. Thank you, everyone, and have a good one.